I'm down at the hangar. I was in the process of putting the exhaust on the car. I got the torque converter bolted up. It doesn't seem right to me, but we'll see. Because I can reach all the way up behind the torque converter, and I can actually touch the stem that goes into the transmission seal and stuff. I mean, I can reach up there and touch it. That doesn't seem right to me, but it feels like it's seated all the way. That's the way it was the last time I had it in there, and it was obviously running because it was shifting through gears and stuff. So I don't know. It might be the torque converter. I have no idea what brand it is. I bought it used off of Facebook Marketplace, so I have no idea. So I may end up breaking down and buying a different torque converter, maybe later, whatever. But anyhow, brings me down here to the airport because my welding stuff is here, and the log manifold that I made for the FireTurd, you can see this black here and black here. So that's all indicative of where I have some exhaust leaks coming out of this thing. So I think those exhaust leaks are actually in the welds themselves, because it's not welded up the greatest. So, because I don't know if you can see it, but right in here I think I've got a little bit of a hole. Got a couple of those on there, so I want to get that welded up, get it fixed so that I am not leaking exhaust out of there, and so I can get the exhaust put on the FireTurd. But I'm going to get to welding and shut up, quit rambling. First ever log manifold I ever made. So, it is what it is. Alright, it's really windy and it's really cold. And as you can see, weather's trying to move in on us here in Colorado. But I got a good chunk of everything put in. I got this exhaust manifold over here. I got everything on the front. I'm kind of playing with leaning that intercooler forward. If I can clear out that big metal bumper, I don't know if you can see it down in there, but if I can clear out a bunch of the slack mechanism and that big steel bumper, I can have a frame and I can just lean that intercooler way up under in the front there. And then what I can do is these lower areas down here in the bumper above the spoiler and the air dam, I feed that through the intercooler, and then up here through the actual grates under the lights, that'll go through the radiator. So I have cold air going to both basically. And then I'm thinking about putting my blow off valve here, because I'm not blow off, but my wastegate. So I'm thinking this turbo's already got a built-in wastegate, so I can kind of control that a little bit, right? Because it's going to compound here, and I'd rather, if my overall pressure got too high, I can wastegate both turbos, but this one will wastegate out as this one starts to come in really strong. But when I go too high a pressure, then I'll wastegate it out. I think this is like a 60 millimeter wastegate or something. So, and then I got my log manifold on. I got my crossover. I don't know if you can see it in there, but I got the crossover pipe just kind of set in there. But it's getting really cold, and I'm about ready to call this a day because it's cold and windy. And so I'm gonna go in, eat some dinner or something, and maybe start doing some editing on the video. But yep, so this is a T3 T4 Chinese turbo off of eBay, like 110 120 bucks or something. And then that's a GT45, so it was like what, 140 or something when I bought it. I think it's like a DNA. Yeah, yep, there we go. Anyways, we're getting closer, put in a little work every day, you'll end up going a long way eventually. It's kind of slow going, but it is what it is. We're still in winter because Punxsutawney Phil saw a shadow, so 6 more weeks of winter, you know, until spring. And that's what we're in right now. We're still in that tail end of winter going into spring. So Colorado, it's exciting. But anyways, I'm going in where it's warm. I've been working on the truck. Had to jump start it, but I think I need to replace all these battery cable ends. All these battery cable ends are pretty hosed up. So yeah, I'm gonna go buy some new cable ends so I can replace those. I've been working on clearing it out. I found oil filters and all kinds of brake stuff for the Trans Am Camaro stuff, like all kinds of stuff that I've had for a while. So kind of waiting for some of the snow to melt so I can get my van out. I can go back to working on the FireTurd. Spin real quick around just around a little bit. Feels like it's four-wheel drive. Yep, it is, I think. There's too high. There we go. There's too high. I was in forward low. Jeez. Oh, yeah, there you have it. So that's kind of a drive of the truck. Kind of finished cleaning it out, get it cleaned up and sold, I guess. I think low market is like $5,000. High market is 12, like somewhere in there. So we'll see. Well, the snow hasn't completely melted yet, and so we're supposed to expect some more snow over this whole next week. So I want to pull the van out of the snow drift, get it parked somewhere where it's not going to be in a big drift of snow, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Dodge truck to pull it out with. Alright, so I'm back out on FireTurd. I think I got all the exhaust bolted up. I need to go back underneath the car, and I need to hook up all the shift linkage to the transmission and stuff. And then yeah, I think after the transmission shift linkage is all hooked up, then everything underneath the car should be done. Don't quote me on that. And then I think after that, then I'm going to start working on trying to pipe all the oil lines for the turbos, because I need to get that figured out. Plus I need to figure out how I want to do the wastegate, the external wastegate. And then I think after that, then I'll start working on maybe doing some cold side piping. But I'm gonna get on it. Here is the bracket that I bought for the Turbo 400. It's the 68 to 78 shift cable bracket for the Turbo 400, and that is going to look much different than this other one that I had modified. Yeah, see. So that's the one I had modified, so it's like completely different, but you can see that I had to barely catch that hole basically to catch the mount hole in the pan on the Turbo 400 versus the Turbo 350, and I had to bend it all kinds of funky and whatever to hold it. So this should be much better, being the proper bracket. And so that is what I am going to head underneath the car with. Okay, let's try this spring. Yeah, that weather's just up over there. Snow and rain and whatever crap. I guess, coming in. Might be time to go work in the hangar. So, grounds are hooked up. Oil and cams hooked up. Injectors are hooked up. I don't have my coils hooked up. That was going to use other coil packs. What? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't feel right. Okay, I guess it is. Oh, there's two. Looks like a couple of snowflakes so far. Yep, we got some snowflakes so far. We got some snowflakes. Alright. Well, I see snowflakes, so it's time to start packing the stuff up, I guess.